All right, one of the games we play on our coaching calls is the question game. And if you've ever been in the room with me when we play the question game, it's a lot of fun. And here's how it goes. You have 60 seconds to ask as many questions as you can. They need to be powerful questions that, well, hopefully some of them are, that are going to lead to a customer choosing to work with you. And it's hard. It's really hard, especially when you're in front of a room and you're like on the spot, go. And what typically happens is each individual will have maybe 4, 5, 6 questions, and then they're quiet after that. In other words, this is a hard game to play. I'm going to give you 20 questions today that you can use in order to help buyers and sellers, especially sellers, make a decision to hire you. First of all, I want to talk about page 94 in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent on connecting. And here's what I read in that page that I want to share with you. The fundamental theme of connecting is curiosity. Please write it down. The fundamental theme of connecting is curiosity. And the biggest challenge with people is they're not curious. They talk instead of asking questions. And who do we like to talk about? Us. And then when you're talking to a buyer and seller, who do they want to talk about? Them, not you. Ask questions, be in curiosity. To know who someone is, to understand their wants and needs, to become aware of their worries and concerns. At this point, you are investigating, not selling. All right, the 3 questions that every homeowner, every seller, every buyer is asking themselves about you is, do you care about me? Can I trust you? Do you know what you're doing? And the most important question is, do you care about me and can you trust me? Can I trust you? Excuse me. The most important question is, can I trust you? The next most important question is, do you care about me? And then the last question is, do you know what you're doing? Now, there are 6 fundamental questions that we need to get to the bottom of, or that we want to ask. First of all, who are they? Who are you speaking to? Somebody walks in your house. Hi, and you're doing an open house. Hi, my name is John with Blank Real Estate Company. May I ask your name? Find out who they are. Who are they? The next question is, what do they need or want to do? What do they need or want to do? So are you looking to buy a home? Did you come in today because you're looking to buy a home, or are you thinking about selling your home? And I'm just using open houses. There are many different ways to ask this question. Incoming lead. You're responding to an incoming lead. Hi, my name is John Dietz with XYZ Real Estate. Can I ask your name? Jim, nice to meet you. How can I help you today? Such a simple question. Write it down. All right. 3rd question. What do they want or need to do? The next one is, why do they want or need to do that? What are you looking to accomplish today? What would that do for you? Why is that important to you? When do they want or need to do it? I'm looking to move to Atlanta. Got it. How soon would you like to be there? Why is that important to you? What would that do for you? Next question is, how do they plan to do it? So what's your plan? If it's a for sale by owner, what's your plan to get your home sold in the next 30 days so you could be in Atlanta in 60 days in order to start your new job? All right, now I wrote 20 questions that answered these 6 questions. And the first half a dozen are connection questions, and the rest of the questions are conversion questions. Now, I want you to think from a standpoint of, you're talking to a for sale by owner, you're talking to an expired listing, you're at an open house, you're networking, you're out knocking on doors, you meet somebody at a party. All of these things connect to these questions. The first question is, where are you from? So Justin, where are you from? And go ahead, Justin, role play with me.
I'm from Burnsville, North Carolina.
Really? Where do you live now?
I live just outside of Asheville.
Okay, so what brought you to Asheville?
It's a cool place to live.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, I agree. I've heard great things about Asheville. How long have you lived here?
20 plus years.
Okay, got it. All right, so where are you from? What made you
Originally
move
Pennsylvania.
to Asheville? What made you move to Asheville is the next question. How long have you lived in Asheville? And what was the answer to that question again, Justin?
20 plus years.
20 plus
20
years? Okay. If you were to sell your home, where would you move next? Or Justin, I noticed you're selling your home by owner. Or Justin, your home was on the market and it didn't sell. Just out of curiosity, if it would have sold, where were you moving to?
I'm going to move to a tiny home community in the mountains.
Yeah? What's important to you about getting there?
Get rid of all bills and live in a smaller home.
Yeah, that makes sense. How soon would you like to do that?
Sometime in the next 3 months.
Okay. What's your plan to get there?
Sell my house.
What's your plan to do that?
Find a buyer.
Okay. If you can't find a buyer, Justin, what's plan B?
I might lower the price a little bit.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Justin, thank you for being a role play partner with me. You did great. All right, by the way, we got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got through the first 8 questions. And those were all connection questions. Now, conversion questions. How would you feel about renting your home? If the market says no to your offer, how would you feel about renting your home? I'm sitting at a listing table. I'm talking to a for sale by owner. I'm talking to an expired listing whose home just came off the market. If the market says no, if the market rejects your offer, if your home hasn't sold by April, how would you feel about renting your home? Listen to what they say. Okay, you're probably going to hear, I'm fine with that. Have you ever rented a property before, or is this an investment property for you, or is this your home? And if you rent your home, what's your greatest fear? Listen to what they say. Now, you're probably going to hear, well, I get somebody in the house who's not paying their rent and I have to evict them. Yeah, I agree. And what's the process to evict somebody? 2, 3, 4 months? If you go 4 months without collecting rent, you get your home back with $10,000 worth of damage. Are you okay with that? Now, you're probably going to hear no. Okay, so renting's not an option. So now what's plan B? All right, the next question I would ask is, what does a successful sale look like? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not so good and 10 being awesome, what would need to happen in order for the sale of your home to be a 10? And you're going to hear a lot of different answers, and now you have an opportunity to go deep on every single one of these answers. If I got my price, yeah, I agree. Just out of curiosity, what does that look like? Well, I want $700,000 for my home. What would that do for you? Why is that important to you? If you got an offer for $675,000, what would you do? Just out of curiosity. The next question I would ask is, what does a great buyer look like to you? You're going to hear somebody who can afford my home. Yeah, I agree. And can I share with you what a great buyer looks like to me? A great buyer is somebody who sold their home yesterday and they need to buy a home, or someone who's in town for the weekend and they're going to buy a home. Would you agree with that? Who's going to disagree, guys? Who's going to say, no, that doesn't work for me. I don't want somebody who has to buy a home. I don't want somebody who's in town for the weekend to buy a home. They have to say yes to that. If you were that buyer, are you driving around looking at for sale by owners? Or if you're that buyer, would you see your house? If your home's not on the market, expired listing, is that buyer going to see your home? If you wait 2 weeks to put your home on the market and there's a buyer in town this weekend, are they going to see your house? No. What should we do about that? I haven't done a thing but ask questions. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Who do you think will buy your home? Ask them, what does the buyer of your home look like? Where do you think that buyer is coming from? What are you doing in order to attract that buyer? Now, some of these are difficult questions to ask, and that's the whole idea. Some of these questions are going to make them feel uncomfortable, and that's the whole idea. Because they haven't thought about it. They think that we're in the same market we were in a year ago. All they got to do is stick a cardboard sign out in the front yard with a Sharpie marker written on it that says home for sale. And people are going to line up and buy their home. What if we're not in that market anymore? All right, next question. What's your marketing strategy in order to sell your home? Next question. What would you need in order to sell your home? What's your make me move price? Boy, I could ask that at a party. I'm networking. Hey, Kim, John Dietz. I'm a real estate agent with XYZ Real Estate. Do you own a home in?
Yes.
Well, if you were here, I'd say Coral Springs.
Yeah.
Do you own a home in Coral Springs? Yes.
Yes.
You know, Kim, how long have you lived in that home?
10 years.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So what do you like most about your neighborhood?
Let's see, I'm on a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Kim, did you have a great real estate agent?
It was interesting. We didn't really have an agent.
Okay. Okay. You know, just out of curiosity, you know, I ask everybody this question. You've been in your home now for 10 years, which means you have a ton of equity. Congratulations. What does a price look like that would cause you to think about selling your home?
$550.
If I were able to get you an offer for $550 next week, what would you do?
Oh, I might consider selling a home.
You know, just for fun, where would you move to?
Let's see. I was going to say Florida, but I'm already in Florida.
Florida's good.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah. So what's in Florida, Kim?
I love the warm weather. I don't have any family there, but I love warm weather.
Yeah, me too. Weather's amazing. You know, when would you like to get there?
Probably within 6 months.
Yeah, if I could show you how I could get you to Florida and get $500,000 for your home, would that be an interesting conversation for us to have?
Yes.
Okay, what have I done, guys? All I did was ask questions. You know, now the alternative is, hey, Kim, I'm Billy Bob with Ego Realty. I'm the greatest. My company's the greatest. And, you know, by the way, it's nice to meet you. And, you know, you should move to Florida. Let me tell you why you should move to Florida. And you should work with my company because we're the best. We do this. And I'm the #1 real estate agent in the market. If he's just sitting there not saying a word, looking at me like, when's he going to leave? Guys, is this connecting with you? Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, so we're good. All right, so I'm going to keep going. What if prices drop and you're still in your home 6 months from now? You know, the market's shifting. I don't know if prices are going to drop like they did back in 2006, 7, and 8. What if they did? What if they did and you're still in your home 6 months from now? You're still in your home a year from now. If you knew that was going to happen, what would you do? I've got 2 Justins on my call, so let me make sure I'm talking to the next Justin on my screen. Justin Thompson, if you knew the value of your home today was the highest it was going to be in the next 5 years, what would you do?
I'd probably be interested in taking a look at that.
Yeah. If you got an offer for your home tomorrow, what would an offer look like that would cause you to sell your home?
You know, if it was in that ideal price range, you know, 500,000, I'd probably take a look.
Okay. Now, what if Justin digs in his heels and says, I'm staying. Okay. Where's your heart stop? At what point would the price of your home have to drop to? that would cause you to wish that you would have sold it a year ago? Your home is worth $700,000. I mean, I think that's what you told me, right? And where would the price need to drop in the next 12 months that would cause you to wish you would have sold it a year ago? To that expired listing. You know, Annie, I see that your home was on the market for $750,000. And, you know, I see that it didn't sell, right? And when a home doesn't sell that should have, like yours, it usually comes down to one of three reasons: price, presentation, or marketing. Forgot that there was price, presentation, or marketing. Just out of curiosity, if you would have got an offer for $650,000, what would you have done?
Negotiated for higher price.
Yeah. Did you get an offer for $650 when your home was on the market?
No,
Wonder why that is. Why do you think that is?
maybe it's priced too high.
If I could, if your home did sell, where are we moving to?
Costa Rica.
Wow, Costa Rica. What's in Costa Rica?
The rainforest.
Okay, works for me. And when would you like to get there? Guys, you see a pattern? You see a pattern?
6 months.
If I could show you how I could get you there and get your home sold for the most amount of money in the least amount of time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that?
Sure. Yes, of course.
What if you choose not to sell your home and prices drop below $650,000? What if a year from now your home is worth $625,000? What if it's worth $600,000? How far would it have to drop before you could no longer afford to sell your home?
Around 600.
If you waited and your home was worth $600,000 a year from now, 2 years from now, how would you feel about that?
Frustrated.
Okay, so now what's plan B?
Try marketing it for a lower price. At around 650.
Okay, what's your plan?
You mean, I'm gonna hire you for my listing to
There you
list
go.
the house for me.
Okay, let's get together tomorrow at 4:00. All right, that was 20 questions. Now, this is recorded, good news, because if you were trying to take notes, that was probably pretty difficult. It will be on my YouTube channel later today. It will be on our Facebook group later today. And you could write these questions down. And if nothing else, you have 20 questions to ask next time you find yourself in the question game. All right, take yourself off mute, talk to me.
Hey, John, you know, it's interesting whenever we do these.